Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, I really appreciate it. I'm super excited about today's video. It's going to be the first of a series I'm calling Creative Challenges. And it's going to be a monthly idea of just like a creative project to do. So it could be something involving photography, involving film, involving fashion, sewing, like writing. And it's going to be really simple and accessible. I am not a professional in anything, and so I want this to be something that like literally anyone could do, and it's not going to cost a bunch of money. So today's video is a very exciting one because I get compliments on this thing all the time, and people ask me like, oh, where'd you get it? And I tell them I made it, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, do you sell them? It's so cool. Do you have a shop? And I'm like, whoa, no, not at all. But I tell everyone that asks, like, you can do this too. You can make this if you want. And I'm gonna show you how I made it. And what I'm talking about is, boom, this sweatshirt. I get compliments on this all the time. People always stop me and they're like, that's really cool. What's the brand? And I made it. So I'm gonna show you how I made this and give you some inspiration of other things with the same ease that you could do. Let's get started. So I just showed you one example of what this project could end up being, but overall, it's really all about this. The denim square. Okay, I realize it's not a square. Denim patch. All you're gonna need is a pair of old jeans, you know, denim skirt, shirt, dress, whatever like denim material you have access to that you're not really using and want to repurpose, grab that. If you don't have any, you know, ask your mother, brother, sister, lover, cousin, uncle, whoever, and somebody might have an old pair of jeans they're not wearing anymore. They're just like tossed in a corner. Or if you don't, just go to a thrift store. They're gonna be super cheap. Get something like big that you can have a lot of material of. It doesn't have to fit you, obviously. And once you have that, you're gonna need scissors, thread. You could use paints. I made this recently, and I'm really excited to put it somewhere. You could just use Sharpie and create a little doodle. If you're not artistic or you think you're not artistic, that's fine. Please keep still watching because like this applies to you also. You can just not do any of that. You can just keep it as a blank denim strip. And where'd I put my strip? And put this on a white t-shirt, and that would look really cool in and of itself. Or another option, like I did for this one, is to have your friends draw it on it for you. So I had my friend, oops, it's upside down. I had my friend Cass draw on this, and now when I put it on something, it's gonna feel like I'm wearing a little bit of her artwork, and that's really cool. This one, my original one, was my friend Natalie drew on this. So yeah, it feels really cool to be able to like showcase my friend's art and have a fun piece of clothing to wear. So it also doesn't have to be clothing. It could be a bag. You could put this on a leather bag. You know, anything you could puncture. You could put this on a tote. I think that'd be super cute. You could put this on a sweatshirt, shirt, dress. You could put it on pants as a patch. It's really like totally up to you. I'm gonna give one example today of a white t-shirt. I'm just gonna do it like simple and easy to follow along with. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm gonna figure out where to position this on the shirt, and I'm gonna wear it like I would be, which is usually tucked in, and just play around and see what sort of makes sense. And once I have it settled in a position, I'm gonna just pin it down. So once I have the position pinned down, I just used one of the sewing needles to put that into place. I'm going to do a very simple stitch just along the borders in a thick embroidery thread so it stays on there nice and good. And I'm not going to explain the stitch necessarily. It's really just like in, out, in, out, in, out, and there's no like rhyme or reason to it. Start sewing this little thing in. Alright, so here is the completed shirt. It's all sewn on. As you can see, it really took like 20 minutes at most, so don't think that this is going to take like all day by any means. And this is like the basic version, you know, like you could, well, I guess this isn't quite basic because you could have just a blank one. You could keep drawing in here if you wanted. You could stitch more. I just have a basic yellow stitch, but You know, you could add like an outline to this little dude or whatever thing is inside. Or another option is to combine different patchworks. So I have this fabric that I bought. It's a skirt, but I bought it for $1. Doesn't fit me, unfortunately. So I might just try cutting a couple pieces of this off and fashioning them onto like the sides of this to add just like another little pop. So I'm gonna try seeing what that looks like. And I think I'm gonna sew these on with a contrasting color so that it kind of pops a little bit. So I'm gonna do maybe a purple on there to get those on, and then we will have a complete product. So here is the final look with everything sewed on in a contrasting thread. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and hopefully you are inspired to give this little project a try. Let me know if you do, and send me a message or a video, and I would love to see all of your creations. So happy creative challenge numero uno. Mwah. Bye everyone, thanks so much for being with me. See you soon.